Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We 8th students today are going to present you a skit on Indigo Revolution. But first, let's get an idea of what is Indigo Revolution. They say that the color of revolution is red. Not always. Sometimes it's blue. It was the summer of 1859 in Bengal when thousands of Royals refused to grow indigo for the European planters. It was a show of rage and undying resolve. It became one of the most remarkable peasant movements of Indian history. It became to be called as the Indigo Revolt. Indigo was being cultivated in Bengal since the end of 18th century. It was practiced mainly in two forms, the Nij Abad and the Royti. In the Nij or own system, the planter produced indigo on lands that he directly controlled. In the Royti cultivation, the Royts cultivated indigo on their own lands as a part of their contract with the planters.
The planters gained land rights in several ways. They took waste or unoccupied lands on temporary or permanent leases from the zamindars. They also acquired zamindari and talukdari rights. At times, indigo cultivation would also be carried out on the lands of ryots who had died without an heir or who had abandoned their villages. Ryoty was the predominant form of indigo cultivation in Bengal. The ryots sold indigo under a contract system. It extended to a period of either 1, 3 to 5 or 10 years. At the inception of the contract, the planter made an advance payment to the ryot to meet the expenses of cultivation. In return, the ryot agreed to cultivate indigo on his land. The advances were generally made in October or November at the rate of 2 rupees per biga. As per the contract, the land had to be sown with indigo, weeded and delivered at the indigo factories owned by the European planters, where the plant was processed into a dye.
The Royals struggled through poverty, oppression, and domination, but even after this, they didn't let their voices die. What remained constant throughout was their resolve not to sow indigo. A statement of one of the Royals, named Panji Mullah, beautifully captures this feeling. I would rather be killed with bullets than to sow indigo. Now, let us begin with our play.
Indigo plant is damaging the fields. We cannot afford to grow it, but no one is listening to us. We need to rebel against them.
This plant can only be grown on a large scale and it makes the soil infertile. We are not able to make any profits and are also not able to pay our loans with this plant. It's time for us to grow wheat, but we are forced to grow indigo. This is so unfair.
They have forced me to give away my land to grow indigo. This makes my land infertile. They can't force us. I heard that other countries have started a rebel and that's why they're pressurizing India. I should support the riots and rebel against this atrocity.
No more indigo, no more destruction.
No more indigo, no more loss. No more indigo, no more loss. No more indigo, no more loss.
I will make sure that everybody sign this contract to grow indigo as it's my profit. I have the power of Lathi. I can beat them if they don't listen to me. Ha 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 ha.
After the inquiry for indigo production, we found that the planters use corrosive and oppressive methods with the rights for indigo production. We condemn this act. Hence, it is recommended to fulfill the ongoing contracts, but no right shall be forced in the future to sign the contracts for growing indigo. They can do so only by their choice.
Suno, suno, suno. Queen Elizabeth has stood by us and passed an order stating that we won't have to plant indigo anymore. Hooray! Finally, we will have some profit and will come out of the loans and debts and finally feed our families.
I never gave an order to not plant indigo.
Oh, my business has fallen in Bengal. Let us move to Bihar. Bihar, here I come. Ha 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 ha.